It's no secret Michael Jordan fans and LeBron fans do not get along. And these two fan groups have almost polar opposite views of basketball, what should be valued, what makes a great player, and of course, who is the greatest player in NBA history. And among these debates, there's a smaller debate about clutch time play in the big time moments. As LeBron fans heavily argue, a superstar player in the clutch should make the right basketball play. Compared to the Jordan crowd, who yes, values passing the clutch, but more times than not wants a superstar player taking and making that big time shot. And when it comes to making the right basketball play, I think Jordan actually is kind of underrated in this respect. As many times in his career, yes, he would pass the ball to the open teammate, but more times than not, would hit the shot and win the game. Most famously, Steve Kerr in Game 6 of the '97 Finals. So I want to be clear in saying this, Michael Jordan, yes, has passed the ball in the clutch. But in comparison to LeBron James, I would argue LeBron actually passes too much and is a little too unselfish in the clutch. Exhibit A, last game versus the Heat, where once again, down the stretch, he made the quote-unquote right play that wasn't the winning play. As LeBron in the final seconds, drove to the basket, picked up his dribble way too early, and passed to Cam Reddish for a good open look. Now look, technically yes, it is the right play. But think about who you're passing to. You're passing to Cam Reddish. Classic case of know your personnel. As Cam Reddish on the year is a role player right on the bench, shooting 30% from the field and 15% from 3. And from beyond the arc, he is 1 of 11 on his last 11 attempts from deep. This play versus the Heat was almost identical to the play in the 2020 Finals, also versus the Heat. And in both these plays, LeBron James drives right, picks up his dribble, spins around, finds a teammate, who of course misses the shot. Now, passing to Cam Reddish, an unproven player, an awful shooter, isn't the same as passing Danny Green or someone like Kyle Korver in 2017. I would say passing to those guys is in fact the right play, even though they missed. The difference last night is LeBron wasn't passing to Kyle Korver or Danny Green. He was passing to Cam Reddish. And I think for a lot of fans watching LeBron James, one of the more frustrating things with him is that late in games, he takes over a lot of times. And his fourth quarter numbers this year are really off the charts, being top 3 in fourth quarter scoring with absurd shooting splits. Being that great of a fourth quarter player, clutch player, you want LeBron James late in games to step up and hit the big shot. And again, that's why passing to Cam Reddish is an awful play in my book. And look, when it comes to Jordan versus LeBron James, we've heard it ad nauseum. Age 38, season 21, age 38, Jordan couldn't do this, blah blah blah. Well look, yes, Jordan at age 38 didn't have a 40-inch vertical and wasn't the same player he was in his prime. And compared to LeBron, was not as good. But the one thing age 38 Jordan has on age 38 LeBron James is his play in the clutch. As Jordan Washington still was a phenomenal clutch time player, specifically with late game shooting. As if you look at the overall numbers, in the final 24 seconds of a ball game, to tie or take the lead, Michael Jordan put up these stats. From the field, going 6 of 13, 46.2%, 1 of 3 from deep, 2 assisted game winners, and 2 buzzer beaters versus the Cavs and Suns. Michael Jordan, for superstar standards at age 38, was something phenomenal in the clutch. Now look at LeBron at age 38, his stats still are impressive, but aren't on Jordan's level. As in the field, shot sub 40%, 0 of 4 from deep, had 3 assisted game winners, but 0 buzzer beaters. Although age 38 Jordan wasn't the athlete of prime Jordan, in terms of IQ shot making late in games, he was as sharp as ever. And the one thing Jordan definitely mastered was the overall balance between taking the shot and passing the shot late in games. I mean, look at the buzzer beater versus Phoenix. In a lot of ways, kind of similar to LeBron James versus the Heat. As Jordan in this play, drives right, meets a wall, but instead of going all the way into the paint, pulls up, knocks down the mid-range jump shot to seal the deal. Now, LeBron in that spot most likely would have barreled into the paint, passed out of it, but took a terrible shot. And that's why Jordan having that sweet mid-range game was so valuable for his career. As looking at age 38 Jordan, even at advanced age, was deadly from the mid-range, as compared to the NBA, ranked first in makes on 41.3%. Compare age 38 LeBron James, his mid-range shooting, it isn't even comparable, as LeBron only has 76 makes on sub 40 shooting. These little nuances in Jordan's game down the stretch made all the difference in comparison to LeBron James. And again, passing to someone like Cam Reddish is the wrong basketball play. Passing to Korver or Danny Green, although they missed that shot, I would argue was the right play. A little bit of a difference. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.